What's up guys, Marv from Wandering Souls back with a quick video. I just want to do another thread thingy stuff here. I think this is quite an easy one for everyone to hop in. It doesn't matter if you want to show some CDs, vinyl or tapes, it doesn't matter to me. But what I want you to do in response video, it would be awesome. Show me some albums from bands which contain the band members on the front cover. I don't know if it's already done, but I thought it's a really nice thread idea. Just show some albums, let's say 5 or something, and tell a bit about them, and you know what's your connection to the band. That's kind of the idea to this thread. If you like the idea, please make a response video. Well, I'm not gonna beg you guys because you have to know for yourself if you do that, but it would be nice, and just in between those other videos again. We're listening to the Kuntaut cult, and happily, funny enough, the band is also on the cover, but it was a short-lived death grind band from the Netherlands. I don't know what happened to them. They were back then on Displeased Records, a label I followed pretty good back in the day. Really loved that label. They had really good bands on it, yeah, I don't know what happened to this band, but this is some decent grinding, pumping stuff here. But yeah, funny enough, for the fact that it also has a band on the cover, I didn't realize until I look at the CD. Oh yeah, but yeah, funny enough, it fits here. So the Kuntaut cult with From the Pits is this one called. It was released back in the day. Don't ask me what year. Somewhere in the end of the 90s, I think between 95 and 97 or something like that. I don't know, somewhere there in that period. Brutal band. Like I said, you can do every format you want. Let's put the camera a bit. It doesn't matter to me if every genre, if my part. If you like jazz, show some jazz albums with the whole band on the front. There are a lot of albums with one member on the front, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the whole band in one way or the other, a picture or a statue with the whole band, or a cartoon of the whole band. Let's put it that way. That kind of stuff. You know, the whole band on the cover. Let's start off with some CDs. Of course, I put in some black metal because I really love black metal. You know me, guys. From this band, I could choose from different albums. I could choose from the first 4 albums, and maybe some others as well. Damned in Black was also a band on the cover, I think, and another one. But yeah, I chose for Blizzard Beast this time around. I was eager to pick up Pure Holocaust or or the first one. But it's all the whole band. There are 3 members of this Norwegian black metal band. Let's put out the booklet because you guys can't see it. Yeah, 3 members, Dvne, Abaf and Horg. Yeah, and that following is they are on the cover here. Norwegian black metal. This is not the most appreciated album from the band. Due to the production probably, but I have to say there are some pretty decent songs on this album. It's a much overlooked album. A lot of people look into the Pure Holocaust or Battles in the North or At the Heart of Winter for my part, you know. But this was released back in the day in 1997. Fantastic album, I think. Blizzard Beast, Nubler, Native Ravens Winter is good. Battlefields, Mountains of Might. Frost Demon Store is a banger. Yeah, a pretty decent album. It's pretty short, but yeah, the band was really pumping it back in the day. Like I said, the production is not the best, but it's decent enough to hear all the instruments, let's put it that way. Although the bass is a kind of undersnow on the guitar, probably a bit, but yeah, it was released by Osmos Productions and a label from France. But yeah, nonetheless, I really enjoyed this album, although it's not the most big one from. I'm really glad I have it in my collection, and now then I have the need to spin this one. So yeah, fantastic stuff. Blizzard Beast by Immortal. Then I picked up from the collection Asians, the Mad Grandiose Bloodfiends. Again, not an album that people would pick, but this one excellently has the band on the cover, and their other albums don't really actually, or one member or some drawing. They're released in 99, I think, 97, sorry, on Metal Blade. Pretty big label for a black metal band. CD and another band picture. You see they are a pretty big band, a lot of members. The main four on the front here. The band is still active, although in another lineup. Moved a couple of times as well, from Norway to Greece to Italy or whatever, I don't know even. They moved a couple of times, let's put it that way. Black metal from Norway, more melodic than the Immortal one. This one has also kind of a gothic touch to it, but yeah. This is, compared to the early material, this is more melodic. Put away. The first one, Svartalfheim, was pretty raw. Then you get more melodic with the second one, and this is, I think, the third one. But nonetheless, I really enjoy this album. It's not really bad. There's some couple of good songs on here, and like I said, this is not the first one I would pick. If I spin this band, I'll probably pick one, or the first one or the second one, but nonetheless, there are pretty good songs on here. Sometimes I grab it to listen to it. Pretty cool stuff here. Asian with Mad Grandiose, Bloodfiends. Yeah, I will have to say more about it. I discovered it around 95, 96 with the second album for the video clip that was back then on MTV. Yeah, and just starting to follow this band and like what I heard. So I bought this CD on EMP, I think, back in the day. It was still large, still is the large, but is connected to EMP nowadays. Back in the day they weren't, they just were based in the Netherlands back then. But EMP got involved and large get bigger, and you know how it goes. EMP is now all over the world. Back in the day it was not the case, let's put it that way. So yeah, Asian Mad Grandiose Bloodfiends. If you want some more melodic gothic black metal. Next one is pretty obvious. It's a classic from 1970. I have this one for a while now on vinyl. Also had it back on the day on CD earlier than vinyl, but I got rid of it when I moved because I already had the vinyl. So yeah, Deep Purple and Rock, classic one. Classic rock band, everybody knows this. Great, fantastic album. Speed King, Child in Time, fantastic songs. Yeah, really enjoyed this one. And just comes some black wax, of course, with these labels. So nothing special here. This is European or Benelux press done in the Netherlands. Yeah, classic rock album. I know this band. I grew up with this kind of music. For me, this is something my brother a lot listens to, and my sister, and you know, everybody in that clique of friends and stuff listen to this kind of music. So I heard this way back in the day already. Great stuff. Deep Purple and Rock, great classic. Another one, classic album for me, although I heard this a bit later, I think in the 90s. But nonetheless, I picked up some albums from my brother I borrowed, and I listened to it, copy it, and gave the album back, and listened to the copies, of course. Yeah, I'm really glad that I have it on vinyl now. This is Raven with Rock Until You Drop. Classic debut album. Classic lineup also, Mark Gallagher and John Gallagher and Rob Hunter on drums. Of course the band members are here. You can see behind the instruments. They are on the album cover, so yeah. Great album, Hell Patrol, great song, Over the Top, Rock Until You Drop, Tyrants of the Airways, yeah, fantastic song. This was on Neat Records, this is an old pressing as well. Fantastic stuff here. Classic album. Classic heavy metal. Like I said, I grew up with this heavy metal kind of stuff. So I fell in love with it as soon as I heard it. I also had a CD copy of this, but not anymore. Yeah, I collect this band primarily on vinyl, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. Really good stuff. Raven. Last one I got to know, of course, later on, end of the 90s, I think. It's the first time I heard this band with a buddy of mine on school. Middle school. Yeah, he had this back in the day on CD, and the second album. Yeah, two fantastic albums. Really going to follow them when I heard the live album they did, Live aus Berlin, which is one of my favorite live albums ever. Fantastic album. Rammstein, Herzeleid, of course, the band members on the front. The second album has also members, but it's released in 6 different versions with each band member on the cover. So yeah, there are 6 versions with every member on one cover. Very different, but I thought let's do it like this because here are all members on the cover, and that's what the requirements were for this video. Although I like the second album a bit more than this one, but this still has some bangers. Wollt ihr das Bett in Flammen sehen, weißes Fleisch, Asche zu Asche, Du riechst so gut, which is probably my favorite song of all time from Rammstein. Herzeleid, Rammstein, of course, Heirate mich is on here. Fantastic. I picked this up at a record fair also a couple of years ago, and really glad to own this vinyl version. A thick booklet here. So really good paper. Yeah, you know what to do with this. Everything, lyrics and the pictures, and the drawing, and more pictures and lyrics. You know, that goes on in the whole booklet. Yeah, fantastic album. Kind of industrial-ish metal sound to this German band. They call themselves Tanzmetal. It's kind of understandable. It's danceable metal music. So yeah, really good stuff. Rammstein, if you don't know them, they sing primarily in German. Sometimes there's some occasional English song, but overall the lyrics are in German. Doesn't really matter because it all fits the aesthetic of the music, and that's really cool. I wonder how this thing came in here. Probably some asshole bounce to it or something, I don't know. But fantastic band. If you don't know this, like I said, I got to know him by a buddy of mine on school, and I love it since then. So yeah, really good stuff. Great band. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this thread idea and make a really cool response video on that. Let's share all the great music that there is, and pique each other's interest in some new bands that they don't know. Of course, that's also the main reason I do this kind of videos, to get people familiar with some bands. Yeah, and I really like to watch your videos as well, so I also got to know new bands. So if you want to participate in this thread, I really would appreciate it, and maybe you can turn on me on to some new bands. That would be fantastic. Like I said, all genres allowed, all formats allowed. So if you like more pop music and that has the whole band on it, it's fine with me. Metal is allowed, rock is allowed, every genre, like I said. So let's give it a go here, guys, and pique each other's interest with something cool. Hope you like the thread idea, and hope to see you guys, your videos and what you make of it. It don't have to be a super long video, just show some records or CDs or tapes, 4 or 5 or something in that vein, and see what happens. Of course, you're allowed to make an hour video, that's your thing, but I think 4 or 5 are enough for a video in my part. So thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. And remember, guys, I still have that Dvne record giveaway going on. So if you want to participate in that, go to that video and do your thing there, which is required to get into the giveaway. If you like the band Dvne, listen to them, and let me know what your favorite song is in that under that video, and you are already in if you are subscribed, of course. So that can be that hard. So that's it. Cheers, guys, and have a great day. Stay safe, and till the next video. Cheers.